Hi, this is Singapore Stacker from Singapore, obviously. In this video, I'm going to talk about my views on fiat currency, physical gold and silver, and Bitcoin, because I think this is a very interesting topic to talk about. Yet, not many people has been talking about on YouTube and stuff like that. But these are just my opinions and these are just my views. And I may be wrong, but I'm quite hot-headed about this topic because why not? We're talking about money, economy. We're talking about your salary, your wealth. So let's start off something we are most familiar with, and that is fiat currency. This is a $10 US, 10 US dollar, and this represents all the fiat currency. For me, fiat currency is just an IOU on a piece of monopoly money that just happens to buy stuff for you. It's not real money in my opinion, it's just currency to me. I share the same idea with Mike Mioni, the founder of goldsilver.com. Do take a look. I'll post under the description below later after done this video. And because when you think about it, let's say you earn a good amount of salary per month. Let's say you earn 4,000 US dollars per month, and next year you maybe get 4,100 because maybe you get a pay raise or something, and you notice that $4,000 this year you can 4,100 next year will get much lesser and get $4,000. Why? Because of inflation and policies the Feds have and affecting countries around the world, because they're the main players of the dollar, or rather of the currency, because they are the big players right now. And when you think about it, it isn't fair because money is supposed to be a store of value. And what does currency does? It is not a store of value. Hence, it is not money in my opinion. So let's talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not a big woo-ha, and it's really interesting. But to me, it is very, very dangerous because Bitcoin is a digital currency. And I read about articles. They say that anything that became posted online or put online is hackable. Hence, your finances in Bitcoin can be hacked. And lo and behold, through a few months ago, the main server of Bitcoin was completely wiped out. And I think about it, it's like, is it an inside job? It could be. You never know. I mean, it's tempting, right? I mean, yes, you have created a few millionaires in new millionaires thanks to Bitcoin because they invested way earlier when Bitcoin was starting up. When I think of Bitcoin, I think Bitcoin as like a MLM company or a pyramid scheme, because those who started the scheme or the MLM are the ones who have the most money, and they get membership through, like, invest in Bitcoin. You buy Bitcoin, I don't know, is it a share? I'm not very sure actually, but just buy Bitcoin, invest in Bitcoins, and you sell much later, and there you go, $1 million. But I think they invest like a huge amount of currency, and in due time, when the cycle didn't go down, or the price didn't crash, they sell at the right time. I would say they were lucky, but it was very, very dangerous. What would you do? You put all your life savings inside the Bitcoin and it crashed and it's hacked. When compared to gold and silver, physical gold and silver, they have 5,000 years of record. Unless we are talking about we're living the year now, let's say we're year 5000 AD, and Bitcoin has been around for 3,000 years. And yes, maybe they wipe off here and there, but at least there's proof, or so-called hope in Bitcoin. But now Bitcoin is still very new, and so we shouldn't even think of Bitcoin as an investment. It's more like you're dabbling in the stock market, so to speak. So even if we're living in 5000 AD, gold and silver has been around much longer than Bitcoin. So you'll be like go up and down in gold and silver and Bitcoin. But let's say I'm an average Joe in 5000 AD. You give me between fiat currency, gold and silver, and Bitcoin. I will still go with gold and silver, because gold and silver in the very long run has a much longer proven record. And Bitcoin, even though up to 5,000 AD, even if Bitcoin still exists and going strong, its proven record is much shorter compared to gold and silver. And fiat currency is just a paper, it will come to nothing, go to zero. And let's go to gold and silver, physical gold and silver. Physical gold and silver, to me, at first my impression of gold and silver, they were investment. But recently I changed on that because gold and silver isn't really much investment, it's more like a store of value. Gold and silver are indeed money, because when the value crashes and value of fiat currency crashes, gold and silver do not. They still have a store of value of some sort attached to maybe to oil or to assets, immovable assets like maybe properties, physical properties, I mean, not like people assets like a stock market and stuff like that. And when you think about it, compare these three assets, gold and silver is still the best. I mean, it's been around for 5,000 years, gold especially, for as money. Why is it money? Because you can't print out of nothing. It came from supernova back then, billions of years ago, when the planet is formed. And you think very carefully, if we keep printing currency or something out of nothing and call that money, I say you are a fool. Think about it. You can print this and call that money. Are you serious? And Bitcoin, you can just create from a computer software and it's hackable and call that money. Are you out of your mind? So let's think about it. If you are the Fed and you want to scam people, this is the way to go. Right? But let's say you are an average Joe, you want to preserve your wealth. Don't tell me you want to go to Bitcoin, because I have nothing to say, because it's hackable. The proven record is not there. It's still in 2014. There's no record whatsoever that it will last. Even if they do, how long will they last? But gold and silver, that's been around for 5,000 years. So what are you waiting for? Even though the price is really low right now, but to me, you accumulate gold and silver in the very long run. Even when fiat currency crashes, you still can hold your gold and silver. You can sell a portion of it to get back of your returns, and even to not just survive but have a good life, because we have the wisdom of attaining gold and silver. So I advise you to buy some gold and silver, and I see you soon. Alright, bye.